apparently they're turning Cern off in July. We've been told it's maintenance. That's the reason why they're turning it off. So we thought we'd look into Cern again. Are they turning it off for maintenance? Why are they turning it off if it's not for maintenance? Is it a good thing they're turning it off? Is it not a good thing? Who knows?
Can we get some information on that, please? More jelly and man than suspect.
Which is really funny because we had to... we don't understand what the hell Cern does. We're not scientists. So we asked ChatGPT to explain it to us like we're 5-year-olds. And it was talking about the Higgs field.
Higgs boson.
Higgs boson field. And it explained the Higgs field being like a jelly substance. And I think our whole self is trying to explain it to us like we're 5-year-olds. More jelly. What was the rest?
And man.
More jelly and man than suspect.
I don't get it.
So more jelly. The jelly is what is the Higgs field. What basically is in the nothingness that we think there's nothing there, but there is. There's something there. There's jelly. The Higgs boson field is where the things smash together in it and create like a ripple. That's what proves apparently that the Higgs field exists because of this ripple that's created when things are smashed together.
Right.
So more jelly, more Higgs field than man, more suspect.
But it said more jelly and man than suspect.
Oh, because in my brain I'm thinking, is it trying to say there's more to the Higgs field than man is suspecting? Than whoever's working on the Cern is suspecting.
Has Danny understood the message correctly?
No. Okay, more jelly. You're talking about the Higgs field. Okay, this is Cern for 5-year-olds. Okay, so more jelly and...
man.
What do you mean by and man? You are not all one.
You are not alone.
Oh. You are not alone. More jelly
and
more
man.
And man. What do you mean by man? You are not alone. Cern, Hadron Collider. There is more to the Higgs field than we realise or that they're letting on, and there's more life than they're letting on. Am I right?
But you say, when you talk about we're not alone, because you said and more man, see, you might think when you hear you are not alone, aliens, but aliens wouldn't be classed as man, surely?
Yeah, that's true. Are we talking about things outside of the other side of the ice wall? Oh, I hear inner Earth. Are we talking about inner Earth beings? Kemet. This came up the other week in the live about
so we never
the pyramids.
We hadn't heard of Kemet. We might have heard of it, but we didn't.
We don't know what it is.
No.
We do have a slight. That's the original.
All our
Egyptian
people watching the live informed us that Kemet is ancient Egypt.
The original ancient Egypt. But that, apparently, was not in Egypt. It's in America, in the Grand Canyon.
But I'm confused because... So, yeah, okay, so the people of Kemet, ancient Egyptians, man, okay, understand.
But what's that got to do with Cern?
Are they, like, wandering around in the Higgs jelly field?
No. So what has Kemet got to do with Cern? Kemet show reality.
Next word.
Kemet show reality turn on. What was the next word?
Kemet show reality turn on save mode. This is getting a little bit technical.
What's that got to do with Cern? Kemet show reality turn on save mode. Well, Cern have been, I know they smash hadrons together, but they're definitely messing with timelines. Have they seen some sort of timeline with Kemet? Kemet show reality turn on save mode. Has Cern managed to do something to do with the timeline where Kemet is still existing, because everything exists now? Did they see something happening? No.
Is Kemet us in the future or the past? One or the other, is it? Which is it? We know everything's happening now, but from the human perspective, is it past or future?
Oh, I fucking knew it. I've always said this. Future. I've always said that though. People look at ancient Egypt and they call it ancient Egypt like it's our past. But I actually think that's our future.
Okay, future. So then how come the pyramids are already here and all that?
Because everything's happening now and they're just remnants from other planes.
Okay, so have Cern, by using Cern, whatever they do, their machines and everything.
Smooshing, colliding togetherness.
Have they been able to see the future, as in Kemet? Is that what's happened?
No, because it said turn on save mode. What do you mean by turn on save mode? Re-record.
Re-record.
Kemet reality. Turn on save mode. What do you mean by save mode? Re-record.
So when you save something,
Then if you re-record, you're deleting what you saved to re-record something over the top of it. A different... Are they trying to create a different version of reality than what Kemet should be?
but if they haven't seen Kemet, how do they know they don't want that? Saying it again.
America, Kemet. Have man.
America, Kemet, done, lie. Have man. That's really confusing.
What did you think when it was speaking? You got all a bit like, oh.
Well, we've always been led to believe that ancient Egypt was Egypt.
Yeah, but a lot of what
but
we've
we're
been
getting
taught
messages
isn't right.
to say that it's actually in America.
Grand Canyon, one of them. And then after we did that video, I was reading through a lot of the comments, and it's wild because if you look at the Grand Canyon, you can actually see that that would have initially been at some point a very big river, if not a sea. Nile.
Yeah, but are they So they re-record it so that
And they put it in Egypt.
it's in Egypt. Is that what they're doing?
Is that what you mean?
But why?
Yeah, why? Why does it matter if Kemet is
Where it's
where it's supposed to be in America? Why? I mean, the weird thing is, right, if you look back to history class, and I'm going to get this wrong, but I'm going to say it anyway, but America is actually quite a young founded country in history, apparently. Christopher Columbus stumbled across America.
Mm.
It's in his story, it's not an old country. Why say that? Why make it out to be a lot younger than it is but then if Kemet's our future...
Yeah, see, that's what I'm getting so confused.
But everything's happening now. Explain it like we're 5. Mortal now to believe not portal. Is there a portal at the original Kemet in America? Okay.
Well, that's interesting because when we did we haven't put it out yet, but we did another video that will be coming out soon. And it said about how the portal
Sophia.
to Sophia, which apparently is the void, will be opening back up soon.
I wonder if that's that portal in Kemet, in America.
And they had to change
It is.
the location to from the right place to somewhere else to keep the portal closed or not accessible, because the portal can't be accessible because we're on the looping system. So they don't want us to finish living and then
Loop out.
loop back to the void where we're meant to go, to restart as, you know, our true selves. They want us continuously looping. So I honestly feel that what it's trying to say to us is that this whole Kemet not being in its true place and being believed to be somewhere else is something to do with the looping system that they've set up.
Which means that Cern has something to do with it as well, because that was the original question. Okay.
Now we're going to struggle to understand this, and I guess many other people will, but some people may have an idea.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
So
what can you tell us about it in relation to Cern then? Because obviously they're closing Cern down in July for maintenance. Is that to do with this portal? Are they shutting it down for maintenance, or have they just told us they're doing that? Option 1 is yes, they're shutting it down. Option 2 is they've just told us they're shutting it down and they're not. Option 3. Always goes to option 3. So what's option 3?
Let's just ask one question then. So are they actually shutting down Cern in July?
Yes or no? They are. Okay.
And is it for maintenance?
No, it's not. So why are they shutting it down if it's not for maintenance? Reset at save point. K-E-M. Kemet. Reset at save point Kemet.
Reset at save point Kemet. So
are they trying to stop that portal activating? Yes or no? Are they trying to activate the portal? Okay.
This is the point where they did it, isn't it, in time? We've done this millions of times. We've been looping. We've been looping and looping and looping since 2012, but how many 2012s have we actually had?
Fucking ridiculous, man.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what I'm saying is that what we remember before 2012, was that actually only 14 years ago?
I don't know.
Or was it 100?
A millennia.
Whatever. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Like, have we just been looping from 2012 onwards and onwards and onwards? And in the original time, this is the point where they started this looping.
What, in 2026? What do you mean? Hang on. Is this the point where they start the original looping?
Let me just work it out in my head. We may have to cut this bit out of the video because my head needs to think for a minute.
Okay. I'm having a sleep on that note.
This has been going on since 2012. Looping.
Well, it started in 2012, yeah, but like you say, 2012 when? I mean, if you think though as well, everyone's feeling time is weird at the minute. Oh, sweets are so good.
Let's pretend we're in the original timeline.
Before the looping? Okay.
They decided for some reason, or we kind of got to that in another video, but they decided to create this looping system.
So that they could keep us stuck here, harvesting our energy, so we can't actually go back to source and reincarnate in the correct way.
So in that original video that we put out about the looping system, we said that the game was shut down by higher beings.
There was 3 of them. It was a triangle. The Sun God Ra, the Water Federation. And was it the Angels?
I think so.
There's a third one, but I forget. I always forget the third one. That's so annoying.
Was that in 2012 when it was shut down?
Yeah.
Does it mean the looping system started in 2012?
The game was shut.
But on the original timeline, before the game was shut and before the looping system was created, was the looping system created in 2026 once they'd realised that they'd shut down the game and no more souls could get in?
Ooh!
Do you get what I'm trying
Now
to say?
I get what you're trying to say. Is Vicky right in what she's saying? Yes or no? Truck. What? Is Vicky right in what she's saying? Drug. What do you mean? Or rug. Rug. For the sake of TikTok and... Yeah. Buy. As in to buy something. By wanting void. You've completely lost us. She read voice. What are you talking? Is this in relation to the video?
Who's she?
Kemet. The land.
Kemet is she.
The land where the original Egyptian pyramid, or the whole shebang, that, you're talking about the land? Yes or no? Or is it being?
question right? Was I right with what I asked? Some of it was right. What did I actually ask? So in 2012, the game was shut down. Is that correct? Sorry, my wording was wrong. I know you're very matter of fact. The game wasn't shut down in 2012. It was closed.
It's keep going. It said ow. Closed land.
They closed the land. As in the portal was closed.
And that portal's Kemet.
And that's the portal when you die you're meant to use to go back to the void to continue.
Okay.
And that was closed for souls to come in 2012. The original 2012. But what was it closed for souls to go out in 2012?
In 26. So in 2012, you couldn't come in through it. And then in 26, they stopped you going out through it.
But I understand, because my understanding was that the beings that closed it in 2012 was to prevent other souls coming in and being fed upon with this corruption. So it was for safety reasons. Is that correct? So wouldn't those beings also, why would they keep us stuck here by closing the portal?
Maybe they didn't. Maybe it was Cern. Maybe Cern closed the ability to exit through it. Cern put it there.
Put loop in.
So whatever Cern did, this is so complicated.
So the game was closed in 2012 by higher beings outside of the game. Get that? So new souls couldn't enter and come in. Understand that. Okay? This is all in the original timeline before the looping system. Get that? Okay? Then in 2026, the loop was put in. Is that right? In 2026, men record over again. I don't know if we're just not getting it, as in us.
Right. If you think back through...
You keep recording over something.
Yeah, you keep... When you re-record over something, you change it. Time and time and time again. It's changed. It's constantly changed. Think back to your old tapes. You used to record the top 40 or 50 on your radio. Yeah? The tape would be original timeline, the original tape you bought from the shop, yeah?
Yeah.
But remember the old trick where you used to put sellotape over the holes?
Yeah.
You could re-record over it.
Yeah.
And then put whatever you liked on it.
Yeah.
So throughout lots of different videos, in lots of different ways, we have received information that this is a recording, this is a VR simulation, this is not true reality. You're asking about the true original timeline, and what they're saying is to keep the loop going, they have to keep re-recording what's happened.
Over and over
to
and over.
create it again.
Every time in 2026. So that keeps the loop going. That is the recording over and over and over.
Uh-huh.
And they do that in 2026.
I think so.
Is that right?
And this may be why a lot of people in the collective, we did a video a few days ago talking about this weird timeline things that are going on. People are struggling with dates, times, they're feeling nostalgia, you know, if some people...
A familiarity to an older time, a time we've once lived.
Yeah, people are not, like, are really struggling to think, I'm in 2026. They feel like they're in 27, 28, or maybe older years.
Or 89, 90s.
And that can explain why we're feeling this, because if in 2026 is when they re-record, it's going to give us a weird timeline in the moment.
Can I just say, we're not here trying to absolutely 100% understand this by ourselves, because we aren't...
Have you met us?
...scientifically minded. We are going to put the videos out as we get them. But we just hope that other brains, other people can give their perspectives and we work it out together.
They always do, though, and some people have phenomenal perspectives, and I love
people
that.
People who are new to our channel might watch and be like, well...
They don't know shit.
They ain't got a clue what they're going on about. We don't claim to be, and that's not the kind of channel that we are. We're not here to say, well, this is how it is. We're here to work together. We like you getting involved. We like to give opportunity for other minds to get involved with this whole big puzzle.
Yeah.
So it's all like we're piecing the puzzle together.
So does that explain why everyone's, or the majority of people are feeling these weird, like, not glitches, but just strange feeling towards time at the moment? Because they're re-recording at the moment. And is that why CERN's shut down? Because maybe, is CERN the thing that keeps the recorded timeline playing? And then it has to shut down to re-record itself to begin the cycle again.
Yeah, more or less. Sort of.
Okay, so
that's good enough for me.
That makes sense. So it's not a good thing that they're shutting CERN down at the minute then. Is that correct? It is a good thing.
No, you said it's not a good thing that they're
shutting
CERN down at the minute. Is that correct?
So yeah, it's correct. Not a good thing that they're shutting it down, because it means that they're re-recording, ready to start a new loop.
Loop's going off again.
Is that right? CERN keep us on repeat.
CERN keep us on repeat, yeah. Any more?
What did I ask? Is it a good thing? It's not a good thing that CERN are turning off. No, that's correct. It's not a good thing. Because it means that they're repeating. We're entering into a new repeated loop, and it says CERN keeps you on repeat. So CERN is the thing that is keeping this loop going. So when CERN gets turned back on, does that mean that
reset?
The loop has been reset and we start again? Okay, but then that makes me want to question about 2028 and the splitting of timelines. I don't know when they're looking at, when's CERN being turned back on? They're turning CERN off, I think, July of this year. When are they looking to turn it back on? It comes back on at the end of 2027. Now, this was the question I was going to ask.
That's funny, isn't it?
Because the timelines are supposed to split in 2028. CERN gets turned back on at the end of 2027.
Which makes me wonder, when it gets turned back on, some people re-loop?
And some people continue on back what would be the true timeline. They're not going to re-loop.
Is that correct? But we must have done this so many times, so therefore...
But different people exit all the time, I guess. Because if you think back to the video, it said it's down to the whole self whether or not we move or we stay. Now...
but we need to collect all our fractals, because we can't just move alone. We can't leave any behind.
It's not all, isn't it? It's a majority, is it? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
So basically, enough fractals have to have awakened for the whole self to be able to shift. If enough fractals...
We're part of the same whole self.
Oh, yeah.
You better not mess it up for me, madam.
Can you fuck right off? Fucking right back at you. But, yeah, so basically enough of the wholesale fractals have to wake up for it to be able to shift onto old Earth, new Earth, what should be the original true timeline. If they don't, if enough fractals don't awaken,
then you
will re-loop. But technically, if you look at it, it's not forever. It's 2012 to 2026.
But it is forever, though, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but you don't realise it, do you? You just go, oh look, it's 20. You wake up one day, oh look, I'm in 2012, and it's no different.
No, because you're not gonna. Oh, I don't think they're gonna re-loop it, and then everyone bungs back to 2012. Do you?
Well, I don't know. Well, probably not, no, because that'd be a bit weird. Why would I go back to 2012 and have an 18-year-old son at that point?
Yeah, I can't work. Do we get to live the rest of our lives? Oh, my head.
Basically, are you saying, that, so in the video where we discussed about there being a splitting of timelines in 2028, is CERN the reason the timeline split? Because one timeline, it's a reloop. However that works, we don't know. And the other timeline would be where you don't reloop and you actually go back onto the true timeline. But is that right then? You haven't said yes or no. Is CERN coming back on in 2027 the reason why the timeline split? Yes or no? Or is it more complicated than that? Is it more complicated? Truman.
Truman?
It's like the Truman Show, isn't it?
Is that what it's trying to say?
T. Oh. Truman.
That didn't say Truman, did it? Truman Show?
Truman Show. Oh, we're all going to have to rewatch the Truman Show now. But the Truman Show...
No.
He doesn't even...
Why did he leave? Because he realised...
Because he realised. He woke up and he went, I'm not doing this anymore.
So you're asking, because of the re-looping system, is that what's going to cause the timelines? No, that doesn't cause the timelines. According to them, they want them to keep the one timeline. The re-looping system is keeping the timeline.
What causes the timeline split is us waking up.
It's us. We cause the timeline split because enough people go, hang on a minute, enough's enough, I know what you're up to.
Yeah, and they see through their fears and they continue. Because if you think in the Truman Show at the end, the one thing that stopped him being able to leave was because they'd given him this memory of, was it his dad drowning or something in the sea when they were on a boat, and he had this fear his whole life of water. And that was the one thing that stopped him leaving, because every time he got in that boat, they'd set off like a storm. And in the end, he was like, I know this isn't real, or something like that anyway. And he left.
We've been tagged in somebody's TikTok. Did you watch it? I'm so sorry, I can't.
I haven't watched it. You're the TikTok queen.
I can't remember who it was now.
Okay, well, just tell me what the TikTok is.
The lady on TikTok tagged us in her video. We should try and find it. And she basically says that she agrees with what we come up with the looping system and this, that and the other, but what it made her think of is that what's keeping us here is our fear of the dark.
It is the fear of the dark because,
But we should befriend the dark because the dark is where everything it comes from. It's great.
We all come from the dark.
Yeah.
But this is how they do it, you see. People go, but what about my loved ones? I'm not going to see my loved ones. Well, what do they do when you go to the light? What do you see? 9 times out of 10. So all your loved ones waiting for you. But it's like, it plays on your emotions, but they're not really there. It's like, go back to the light where you truly... Go back to the dark where you're supposed to be.
They haven't actually shut down the real portal out to the void, to Sophia.
It's our
Maybe
fear of the dark.
But they have made this looping system, which is the light, and give us the fear of the dark.
Mm-hmm.
But...
The dark is beautiful. Everything grows in darkness. Babies seeds.
Why? I still don't get why change the location of the original Earth, the original land, Kemet, if that's what it was called.
I think that's going to have to be a different video.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, Kemet links to it somehow.
I don't know.
But yeah, they basically want us to fear the dark, because the dark, being afraid of the dark, is the very thing that keeps you here.
Can I ask? Is
that correct?
Yeah.
Face your fears. Do not be afraid of the dark.
But again, the dark, the nothing, the void, the empty space. Is this why it's all about materialism?
Because there's nothing there.
You've got to constantly be consuming something, be having something, because we fear nothing. We feel the silence, the void, the dark. It's not just the dark. It's that
stillness.
It's stillness. So like, there's lots to watch on TV. There's
constantly
social media, eating, everything.
You have to fill every second of every day.
Every day.
Otherwise, if you don't, you're not being productive.
There's no time anymore for allowing yourself to sit in the dark or sit in the stillness and just be.
Because if you think back to the video we did on the pineal gland, it said specifically to work with it, be in the dark. Like, be still.
But we get bored. People's attention spans, it's like, it's even got to a point now where what we actually consume we're not even able to keep the attention on that.
That's because of TikTok, because this doom scrolling.
Yeah, it's like something's got to be going on constantly.
But that's the very thing that takes you away from your true self.
Yeah.
Everything in this world is designed to take you away from your true self. Your true self is supposed to be still and present.
It's about,
It's not being constantly fed all the time, because when you're constantly bombarded, you cannot tune in to your own intuition, to your own awareness, to your own knowing. And because if you do that, you become very powerful. So the world is set up to stop you doing that.
The true self is you outside of this simulation, the Truman Show.
And it is found in the quiet, in the darkness, past your own fears.
But
so Cern actually has a lot to answer for, really.
I just want to ask, what?
Project Looking Glass couldn't see past 2012 either, could they?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure Project Looking Glass couldn't see past 2012. Why can't they see past 2012?
It's just recording.
Because it's just recording, so there's nothing to see. Because it's constantly been recorded.
How many times have we been looping?
Wow, mate, honestly.
And like, how long is the cycle? Oh, I don't know. Maybe
I keep getting in my brain a millennia. Longer than you could even think you've been re-looping. Because there's no time. Everything, like we were having this discussion the other day, about people think we've blown up overnight, but they don't see the 3 years of hard work behind the scenes that we've been doing. And to us, it feels like 3 years. But who's to say that actually that hasn't took 60 million years? Because time is an illusion and everything's happening now. We see it as 3 years from the human experience, but maybe that's...
Yeah, but I don't mean over how many years. I mean just how many loops, how many full loops have happened.
I don't know. Yeah, can you put a number on it? Eight. Just 8. Is that right?
$88.
888. I love how it's 8 because 8 is the symbol of loop. 8,888. Infinite, because 8 just reloops constant. 8 is just a symbol of relooping. It's infinite. As long as the human experience continues, the looping will continue, because if you think of the whole self, it's only when enough fractals wake up that you can wake up out of this loop and go, I'm off. But there's still fractals here that have to experience it.
Okay.
I don't know. Is that right? I mean, no, you're not on recording before shut.
Yeah, because they shut the game down in 2012.
Yeah, you not on recording before shut. Why
So it wasn't always like this. They made the loop because they shut the game down and they couldn't feed off the energy as people were passing away, so they had to loop us back in.
Yeah, but it's saying that it's a never-ending amount of times you re-loop.
So,
Answer 8, infinite. It just keeps on re-looping. No, it said you not on recording before shut.
I don't know.
So are the people...
I don't know.
Save point.
Save point.
Well, a save point is a part... You get to a certain point in a game, and say you're on boss level, right? And you get to the save point in the game, and you think, right, I save now because I don't have to redo the entire level. I'd save from here, and I've only got to do from this point onwards until I defeat boss. Once I defeat boss, there'll be a new save point. So you've lived so much of your experience. You've got to a point. 2012 game was shut. Save point. Now you have to reloop 2012 until you awaken. Is that what you're saying? Weird.
Do we leave it there?
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
Okay, I think we're getting a bit confused.
Mm.
We can come back to it.
We will have to come back to it, but there we go.